Hello, my name is Constance Harris, and today I'd like to talk to you about the epistemological development of college students. Epistemology is related to the nature of knowledge, the way we acquire knowledge, and how it becomes part of our belief system. We discuss epistemology in education because understanding how students come to understand what they know and how they validate knowledge has implications for teaching and learning. Between your freshman and senior year, how did you change over time as a learner? What was your journey like? For decades, researchers have investigated how students' beliefs about knowledge and learning progress over the course of their collegiate careers. This discussion will focus on the work of William Perry and a team of researchers at Harvard University that viewed the development of epistemological knowledge as a sequence. There were 4 overarching stages in this developmental sequence: dualism, multiplicity, relativism, and commitment to relativism. The first stage is that of dualism, and this is where most of us start as freshmen. We see the world in terms of black and white and right or wrong. We view our faculty members as unquestioned authorities about a subject matter. In addition, we only want the facts. We tend to view and approach our learning as a process of memorization. How do you think students who experience learning at this point would feel about a redesigned student-centered course? According to research literature, students sometimes feel threatened, they're intolerant of ambiguity, they're confused, and they're very resistant to this type of change in their course. The second position in the Perry scheme is multiplicity. At this point, students still hold strongly to the idea of right and wrong, but they're also now considering other opinions. Students see knowledge as a matter of opinion, and some see criticism as a personal attack on their worldview. So, what are some ways that you could encourage students to accept the opinions of others as well as constructive criticism or feedback? One of the ways that you could do that is to incorporate group work into your course, and group work fosters the exchange of ideas. You can also incorporate the use of peer feedback. Utilizing peer feedback helps students get acclimated to receiving constructive feedback from their peers. The third position or stage is that of relativism. And here, students begin to understand that knowledge is contextual, in that it's dependent on factors such as learner perspective, assumptions, and methods of inquiry. There's discipline-specific knowledge, and this knowledge focuses on the kind of knowledge that students gain through their formal coursework. Secondarily, there's connected knowing, and connected knowing is based on learning from and with others. What specifically do you see as the instructor's role with students at this point, i.e. multiplicity, and how would you prepare for that role? Instead of sage on a stage, the instructor should act as a facilitator of student learning, helping students navigate the complexities of course content. And this is often done through questioning strategies, through group work, and also by allowing students to articulate their misconceptions, and then you as the instructor help clarify those misconceptions as a facilitator. The fourth position is that of commitment to relativism. And this is a stage where we hope that all students get to by the time they're graduating. And here we see that knowledge is constructed. And in this, learners will engage with their peers and instructors with contextual expertise in exchanging ideas and validating knowledge. They'll evaluate claims based on a synthesis of all available evidence. They'll make reasoned decisions balanced on personal experience and outside claims, and then they'll also recognize and react when content rules may not apply. So how can you as an instructor encourage student development? And here are just some ideas that you can incorporate in your course, such as encouraging students to consider various viewpoints, making use of peer groups to evaluate content, providing opportunities for reflection, and in implementing collaborative learning techniques in your course, such as problem and project-based learning, inquiry-based learning, and case-based learning. Faculty members can utilize information about student epistemological beliefs to create learning experiences that are student-centered, appropriate for the student's level of development, engage students in the learning process, help students develop skills necessary for lifelong learning, challenge students, and help students develop critical thinking skills. Thank you very much.